On the morning of 16th June 2009, a body of an unidentified man was discovered at Ross's Point Beach. Unlike other similar cases which are solved rather quickly, this case took the police officers a 5-month-long investigation, and even then they were never able to identify the body. Today, we'll be taking a look at footages ranging from unsolved mysteries to straight-up uncanny footages, starting with number 1, I Feel Fantastic. I Feel Fantastic is a music video featuring a robot named Taro the android dressed in a wig and women's clothing. It was created by Peter Bergman in 2004 and was featured in 6 different music videos. The videos included the doll singing in a very creepy voice, making subtle head and arm movements, sometimes even changing poses. As uncanny as it looks, it also had an eerie background music that was produced by the creator himself. Now, the idea of these videos were to showcase the possibilities of music by using an android, something no one imagined was possible. But the more you see, the more you realize something felt wrong. The doll felt very uncanny. There was just something weird about her. In one of the videos, just as everything was going normal, the doll suddenly started singing something very creepy.
You seem fantastic, hey, hey, hey. Please, me, please, me, please, me, please, me,
The video started off very normal with her singing in the same creepy way, but the android soon started saying words like "please leave" followed by "run," which was a very weird slip out considering the song was about feeling good. This left the internet bewildered. Why did the android sing these contrasting lyrics? Was she programmed to sing that, or was it someone else trying to give a message? Soon, the internet grew suspicious about the android and started analyzing all of the videos. Soon, they were able to make some groundbreaking discoveries. The owner was a serial killer. According to some theories, the owner had committed several murders, and to mock the victims, he made an android that sings uncanny songs wearing the same dress as the victims. In fact, this particular song name strongly suggested that it was to mock how the victims felt while being tortured. And somewhere in the video, if you look closely, the camera panned to the backyard, which was completely unnecessary. This strongly hinted at where the body of the several victims were buried. So, what first appeared to be a very innocent and creative project had so much hiding behind it, right? Before they could make any more theories, the video turned out to be simply just an art project. In fact, to viewers' surprise, the owner never actually intended for the video to be this creepy. He wanted to upload videos of the doll singing to showcase his project and gain popularity, but it turned out to be a horrible mistake. Number 2. Peter Bergman. On the morning of 16th June 2009, a body of an unidentified man was discovered at Ross's Point Beach. This was one of the most mysterious cases that had left the entire police department and internet puzzled. Despite the 5-month investigation and the internet working side by side, the officials were never able to take out much leads from the case. In fact, the man himself never wanted his identity to be revealed. Throughout the investigation, the police found out that he had hid all the traces that could have been used to identify him throughout the city, going as far as using blind spots of the cameras. On Friday, 12th of June, the man was first spotted at the Ulster Bus Depot in Derry between 2:30 and 4 p.m. He then boarded a bus headed to Sligo carrying a black shoulder bag and a standard carry-on luggage bag. He then arrived at 1828 at Sligo bus station and took a taxi to the Sligo City Hotel where he paid per night in cash. While checking in, he gave a false name of Peter Bergman and an address reported as Einsterstein 15 4472 in Vienna, Austria. He stayed there for nearly 3 days, occasionally going outside for a brief walk and some tourism. According to staff and tenants at the Sligo City Hotel, the man was of Germanic descent and spoke English with a thick German accent. Everything felt normal at first, but then things started to take a turn. During his stay at the hotel, the man was seen on CCTV footage on several occasions leaving the building with a purple plastic bag full of items. You might think it was just items for using throughout his walk and commute, but when he returned from his long walk, he was no longer carrying the bag. It seemed that he had been secretly disposing of his personal belongings in dustbins throughout Sligo. Surprisingly, authorities were never able to identify what he threw away in the public bins, as the man meticulously used the blind spots of the cameras to his advantage. But what happened next was a complete mystery. On 15th June, about 3 days later, the man checked out of the hotel at 13:06 and went to the nearby bus station. There, he boarded a bus that departed at 14:20 for Rose's Point, the beach where his body was later found. And after he arrived, there was no trace of him until just the next morning his body was found lying lifeless on the beach by two runners. When investigations were conducted, reports showed that the man had not died of drowning, but he had died of cardiac arrest. However, what left the police in puzzle was there was no indication of foul play. The man had not taken any sorts of self-harm medicines. But the real question comes, how can a man predict his own death so perfectly? With no answers, they buried him at an undisclosed location, and to this day, his identity remains a secret. Grave robbing for morons. Somewhere on the internet, a random 23-minute long video had started circulating rapidly, and it was not any normal video. It contained very detailed instructions of the best methods for stealing body parts and making profit off of them. The video starts off with a person holding a very realistic human skull. He then continues to tell the best way to skin the person's face and some more gruesome but in-depth details ranging from handling the body to how to not get caught. Unfortunately, the origin and the identity of the man was never identified. What still remains uncertain is the motive behind the video. Was this video meant to be an actual guidance, or was it simply a teenager's movie project? I guess we will never know. Number 4. 112 Dirtbag. On April 7th in the year 2020, a rather strange video was posted named 112 Dirtbag on a channel named Mr. 112 Dirtbag. In this video, you can see a strange man laughing for nearly a minute before making a straight face and then winking at the camera. As weird and motiveless the video seems, the time it was posted on posed a very strong murder theory. On February 9th, 2004, Maura Murray, a 21-year-old nursing student at the University of Massachusetts, Amherst, disappeared after a single vehicle crash on Route 112 near Woodsville, New Hampshire. She left campus early that afternoon after packing her car and emailing her professors and work supervisor that she was taking a week off due to a family emergency. At this point, the professors did not question her and granted her the leave. However, no family emergencies of her ever existed. And at around 7:30 p.m., her car was involved in a single vehicle accident on Route 112. The motive behind her leaving the campus for a non-existent family issue raised a strong suspicion. Was she forced to do this, or was someone threatening her? The answer is still unknown to this day. But later in 2011, the 8th anniversary of her passing away, Mr. 112 Dirtbag uploaded this video. Many believe this was to mock the family of her death, as the channel name itself represented the route 112 and the word dirtbag represented what her father called other people at the time of her disappearance. And after some time, police came to the conclusion that he was a mentally ill person. Number 5. Max Headroom Incident. On a random day of November 22 in the year 1987, viewers were watching the channel WGN-CV for some news and sports like they usually do, grabbing popcorn and snacks while they are at it. But something they would have never expected happened. At exactly 9 p.m., the broadcast was cut off abruptly during a football match. Then, a strange man wearing a mask was featured on the television, swaying weirdly with a metallic background. However, even though it was clear the channel had been hacked, the normal broadcast returned soon after, and the reporter just casually swiped it away. In the rare cases of channel hackings, the hackers usually have either a demand or an announcement to the viewers, but this man was just there vibing all along. But just as we thought it was just a normal accident, another hacking attempt was made and the video went as follows. After all of this, an investigation was launched, but nobody was ever caught. And to this day, the motives and identity of the hacker remain unknown. That was all of the disturbing internet videos, and if you liked the video, then make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. Leave your thoughts down below, and thanks for watching.